unsoculated zinc penny you see in circulation, but some of these coins have shocked collectors and investors with their rarity, errors, and skyrocketing value on today's coin market. Believe it or not, one specific example of the 1995 D Lincoln cent has been valued and sold for a mind-blowing $516,000, turning a coin worth just 1 cent into a small fortune. Yes, that's right, a simple penny you might have passed over without a second glance could actually be worth more than $500,000 today. So in this video, we're going to explore everything about this extraordinary coin, from its history and minting details, to the types of errors that make it so valuable, to the collector demand that has driven its price into the stratosphere. Stay tuned until the end, because we're also going to talk about how to check your own 1995 D penny to see if you might be holding one of these hidden treasures in your collection or even in your loose change jar at home. Let's begin with the history of the 1995 D Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent series has been around since 1909, introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, the design has changed slightly, but Lincoln's portrait has remained an enduring symbol on the obverse, or front side, of the coin. The reverse at that time featured the Lincoln Memorial, a design that appeared from 1959 until 2008. The 1995 D penny falls within that era, meaning it carries the familiar image of the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Now, the D mint mark underneath the date on the obverse indicates that this particular coin was struck at the Denver Mint. In 1995, the U.S. Mint produced hundreds of millions of pennies at both the Philadelphia and Denver facilities, making it one of the more common years overall. However, what makes this specific coin so remarkable isn't its mintage number, it's the presence of certain die varieties and minting errors that occurred during production. Coin collectors have long been fascinated by die varieties, especially double die obverse errors. This occurs when the coin die, the metal piece used to strike the design, is misaligned during production. As a result, parts of the lettering or design appear doubled. The most famous example from 1995 is the 1995 double die penny, which was primarily found from the Philadelphia Mint. But some rare Denver Mint coins, marked with the D, also showed unusual striking characteristics, strong doubling, or exceptional mint state preservation. That brings us to the heart of why one of these pennies can be worth so much. While most 1995 D pennies are worth only face value or a few cents if lightly circulated, a small handful exist in exceptional condition, perfect, uncirculated examples graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC at the top levels, sometimes MS69 or MS70. When a coin reaches that level of perfection and rarity, collectors around the world compete fiercely to own it, driving prices into incredible territory. In one remarkable case, a pristine 1995 D Lincoln cent with near-perfect mint luster, flawless surfaces, and sharp details was certified at a top grade and auctioned for an unbelievable $516,000. That sale sent shockwaves through the numismatic community and instantly put the 1995 D penny in the spotlight as one of the most valuable modern 1-cent coins ever recorded. Now let's talk about how to identify a potentially valuable 1995 D penny. When you pick up a 1995 D cent, start by examining the mint mark and the date. Use a good magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe with at least 10x magnification. Look closely at the words Liberty and In God We Trust on the obverse side. If you notice any clear doubling, or if the letters appear to have a shadow-like second image, you may have a double die variety. Even if the doubling is subtle, collectors often pay premium prices for strong examples. Next, check the overall condition of the coin. The higher the grade, the higher the potential value. Coins that have never been in circulation, known as uncirculated or mint state, will retain their original shine and sharp details. Avoid touching the coin's surface directly, always handle it by the edges to prevent oils or scratches that can reduce its value. If your coin looks especially clean, bright, and flawless, it might be worth getting it professionally graded. Certified coins are sealed in protective holders with an official grade and serial number, which assures authenticity and helps determine market value. Speaking of market value, let's take a closer look at today's coin market trends for the 1995 D Lincoln cent. The coin market, like any collectibles market, fluctuates with demand, rarity, and collector interest. Over the past decade, we've seen a growing trend in modern coin collecting. More people are realizing that even newer coins from the 1980s, 1990s, and early 2000s can hold incredible value when they feature rare mint errors or are preserved in top condition. Online auctions, grading services, and collector forums have all helped raise awareness and accessibility. As of now, average circulated 1995 D pennies might sell for just a few cents. But coins in mint state can fetch anywhere from $10 to $100, depending on the grade. Rare error examples, such as double die or die cracks, can go for several $100s. However, those once-in-a-lifetime, top-grade coins that achieve record-breaking certification can soar into the hundreds of thousands, as we saw with the incredible $516,000 sale. It's stories like this that make coin collecting so exciting. A simple penny that once jingled in someone's pocket or sat in a coin jar can become a life-changing discovery. And that's why so many collectors, hobbyists, and even casual searchers love the thrill of checking every coin they come across. You truly never know what history, rarity, or fortune could be hiding right in your hands. Before we wrap up this introduction, let's not forget the historical significance of the Lincoln cent itself. Beyond its value, it's a symbol of American history, artistry, and progress. Every coin tells a story about the people who designed it, the era it was minted in, and the hands it's passed through. The 1995 D Lincoln penny stands as a reminder that even the smallest piece of change can hold a piece of our nation's story. So if you've got a handful of pennies lying around, take a closer look. Especially those from the 1990s. Who knows? You might just have a rare variety that could change your life. Stay tuned, because in this video we'll be showing real close-up comparisons, talking about how to identify specific markers that increase a coin's value, and sharing the latest updates on auction results and collector demand. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more incredible coin stories, updates, and discoveries. Thanks for watching, and welcome back to the fascinating world of rare coins, where history, art, and fortune meet in the palm of your hand. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating stories in modern American coin collecting history. This is the story of the 1999 Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin that millions of people have held in their hands, yet very few have ever looked at closely enough to realize its incredible potential value. Some of these humble pennies, struck in the final year of the 20th century, have become some of the most talked about collectibles in the world of small change. Believe it or not, a single 1999 Liberty 1-cent coin has sold for an astonishing $132,000. Yes, you heard that right, one small penny that could be worth more than a brand new luxury car. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn the full story behind this tiny yet powerful piece of American history. If you have a jar of old coins sitting somewhere in your house, you might want to grab it, because by the end of this video, you might find yourself digging through it to see if you have one of these hidden treasures. Now, before we dive into the details of how a simple penny could reach such an extraordinary value, let's take a step back and talk about where the 1999 Liberty 1-cent coin came from. This coin is part of the long and proud Lincoln cent series, which began all the way back in 1909. The design features the image of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, who led the nation through the Civil War and helped shape the American spirit of freedom and equality. His portrait has appeared on the front of the penny for well over a century, making it one of the most familiar and beloved coins in circulation. By 1999, the penny had already seen many design changes and minting updates. The reverse side still displayed the Lincoln Memorial, which had been featured since 1959, marking the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. What makes the 1999 issue special, however, is not just its age or its design, but rather a combination of minting errors, variations, and the timing of its production that makes certain examples incredibly rare. During the late 1990s, the United States Mint was preparing for a major change. The year 2000 would bring new designs, new commemorative coins, and a lot of attention to the turn of the millennium. In that transitional period, certain batches of coins were struck with small differences so tiny that they often go unnoticed unless you know exactly what to look for. But to coin collectors, those small differences can make the difference between a penny worth 1 cent and a coin worth over $100,000. One of the most valuable examples of the 1999 Liberty 1-cent coin comes from a minting error known as a wide AM. On most Lincoln Memorial cents produced between 1993 and 2008, the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side are very close together. However, on a small number of 1,999 coins, those letters are noticeably wider apart. This small spacing error was caused when the mint accidentally used a proof die, a die intended for collector coins, on a regular circulation batch. Because of this, only a limited number of these coins made it out into the public. To the average person, it looks like a normal penny, but to a trained eye, that wide AM means big money. When collectors discovered this variation, excitement spread quickly. At first, people were skeptical. After all, how could such a tiny detail make such a huge difference? But as grading companies confirmed the error and prices started to climb, the coin world took notice. Today, a 1999 wide AM penny in top condition can sell for tens of thousands of dollars, and in one extraordinary case, a near-perfect example was valued at $132,000. That record-setting sale turned the humble 1999 penny into a legendary treasure. Now, you might be wondering what makes that coin so valuable beyond the spacing error. The answer lies in its condition, rarity, and the demand from collectors. Coins are graded on a scale that measures their condition, from heavily worn and circulated to mint state perfection. The higher the grade, the higher the value. A 1999 wide AM penny that has been kept in pristine condition, free from scratches and wear, can fetch astronomical prices at auction because collectors are always searching for that perfect example. It's also important to remember that not every 1999 penny is valuable. The majority are worth just a cent. But what makes this story so exciting is that these rare versions are still out there, hiding in drawers, jars, and old coin rolls across the country. That means anyone, anywhere, could stumble upon one at any time. It's the thrill of the hunt that keeps collectors searching and dreaming. Let's also take a moment to appreciate the history behind the Lincoln cent itself. The coin was designed by Victor David Brenner, a talented sculptor who wanted to create a lasting tribute to Abraham Lincoln. Over the years, the coin has seen many changes, including the switch from bronze to a copper-plated zinc composition in 1982. By the time the 1999 coin was minted, the penny weighed just 2.5 grams and was made mostly of zinc with a thin copper coating. Despite its small size and simple appearance, it carries with it more than a century of American heritage. The 1999 Liberty 1-cent coin represents the end of an era, the final full year before the turn of the millennium and before the Lincoln Memorial design would be replaced in 2009 by the shield reverse we see today. That historical significance adds an extra layer of meaning for collectors. It is not just a coin, it is a piece of time frozen in metal, connecting the past with the present. Now let's talk about the current market. As of today, collectors and investors alike continue to seek out these rare 1999 wide AM pennies. While not every example will reach six figures, even moderately circulated coins with the wide AM error can bring in hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on their grade. Graded examples certified by top coin grading companies such as PCGS or NGC tend to command the highest prices. The best advice for anyone who thinks they might have one is to handle it carefully, avoid cleaning it, and consider having it professionally graded. In recent years, coin collecting has seen a surge in popularity, especially as more people have turned to hobbies that connect them with history and tangible value. The internet has made it easier than ever for collectors to buy, sell, and share discoveries, and the story of the 1999 Liberty 1-cent coin continues to inspire a new generation of enthusiasts. So if you're watching this video right now, take a few minutes after it ends to check your coins. Look closely at that 1999 penny, flip it over, and examine the letters in America. If the A and M are spaced apart, you might just be holding a small fortune in the palm of your hand. The beauty of coin collecting is that every coin has a story. Some tell tales of presidents and history. Others, like the 1999 Liberty 1 cent, tell a story of chance, error, and discovery. It reminds us that even the smallest things in life can carry great value, if only we know where to look. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Until next time, keep searching, keep learning, and remember, treasure can be hiding anywhere, even in your pocket change. Welcome back to the channel Coins Collector everyone to another exciting episode here on the channel, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and incredible stories behind everyday change. If you love coin collecting, if you ever check your pocket change for something special, or if you're curious about how a simple penny can turn into a fortune, you are in the right place. Today we're talking about one of the most astonishing and talked about coins in modern American coin history, the 1995 D. Lincoln 1 cent, also known as the 1995 Denver Mint penny. This coin might look just like any other copper-plated zinc penny you see in